What's up, potato baby?
What's up, stupid? Just going with the classic stupid today.
It's fine. It works. I know I read something recently about, or I don't know if I read it or heard it, but it was one of those like what is it called? Like your body or your brain doesn't know that you're joking. So you can't just say shitty stuff about yourself all the time, even as a joke. And I always call myself an idiot or a mess, or like when I write my work messages, I'll be like, I'm sorry, I'm such a mess. And then I'll like delete it. I'm like, people don't need to know that. I have to like be nicer to myself, and I've been trying, but like calling yourself stupid is funny.
It is pretty funny.
I know, I can't help it.
Years ago, I made this. I would say something, and then people would say that I was smart, and then I would say, no, I'm not like smart. And I would downplay it, and I had to teach myself to like accept the compliment and be like, no, you are smart. Don't say that you're not. Like in my brain, I have to go through that conversation.
Yeah, me too. Like when people say nice stuff about anything about me, I'm like, I don't know.
I do the same thing. I'm like, if only you knew.
I just feel like I'm in like a pinball machine of life, and I'm just banging around, just like bing bong bong, bing bong. And like sometimes stuff goes good and sometimes stuff goes bad. And I'm like, okay.
Sometimes you hit the baby fatty and sometimes you don't.
No, sometimes just like light up something in there. I'm like, this is a good day, and then I just fall down a hole.
Did you know what I was talking about? Did you know what I was talking about when I said baby fatty?
Oh.
When you play a pinball machine. No, when you play a pinball machine, you got the two flappers down at the bottom to knock the ball around.
Yeah.
But then usually up high on the pinball machine, you got a baby fatty. You got a little one. You got a little flapper up at the top.
Is that an official name, or just call it that yourself?
When my friends and I used to play pinball at Gus's, we used to sing about, we had a little, like we'd be playing pinball and then someone would lose it. And one of us would at some point go, you never really realize how important the baby fatty is.
I mean, the episode name is already in stone now, and it's been 30 seconds.
The baby fatty.
Baby fatty. Oh my God. I miss Gus's. I wish there wasn't a fucking another virus going on right now. So, I mean, the same one, but a different, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I should have went to the bar before I'm the crowd.
I don't know if you can hear me clinking around, but I have a drink.
I have a drink. I made a fantastic vodka and fruit punch Gatorade because I don't have any mixer here.
Oh, I bought a 12-pack of ginger ale so I would have mixer for the holidays.
I have to come over because your sister got you like vodka and I need to drink some.
You can't come over. We're in the midst of a sweeping pandemic.
Dude, I'm boosted. We have to do our Zoom hangs. We have to do our Patreon Zoom hangs.
I know.
Like the individual ones and the regular one.
I think I'm eating a lot recently.
I finally started working out again, but I really am fat. A lot fat.
I noticed a little bit of jiggle in my. I was going to rhyme belly with jiggle and realized it didn't work.
Baby fatty. Yeah, the things that did it for me recently were I had to put on all I've worn, obviously, all any of us have worn for 2 years is fucking pajama pants and sweatpants.
Not true.
You have regular clothes, whatever. So, and then I work at my own studio too, so I just wear sweatpants most of the time because when I'm tattooing, you have to like crunch down in a little fucking ball. And if I have tight pants on, it's not comfortable, and I don't like tattooing like that. Anyway, so I always have stretchy pants on. So then the last, month or so, I had to go to my brother's baby's baptism, and I had to go to Christmas on Christmas Eve. And I'm like, I can't even put fucking regular pants on. I can't fit in my pants. So that's a problem. That's a problem. We have a problem.
Well, I've got those online bought jeans that I can wear, but I don't look good in them. They fit, but I do not look good on them.
I really want to see those soon.
Woo.
Are they just square?
They're just square. I don't know. So I've been practicing because I got my sewing machine on sewing.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so funny because these jeans are literally like, it's just two pieces of jean. And the design was drawn by someone, obviously, with a ruler because everything is straight.
You're just Tenney Bob SquarePants.
Yeah.
I really can't wait to see them.
They are pretty bad. I hemmed them.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it made them better. You don't hem jeans.
No, they did not make them better.
I can't even think about it.
It did not make them better. Now they're high water SquarePants jeans.
Woo, woo. Oh boy. Well, can't wait to see those. I have worked out for the last 3 days. No, 4 days though. I'm getting it back because I was looking at old pictures. I'm like, dang, my face looks way better. I need to. I'm in the zone now. And plus, I have to go to UFC in March, and so that only gives me like 3 months. I'm in fight camp, baby. Gotta get skinny.
Gotta get skinny. I know. I've been putting more moisturizer on my face. I've been feeling dry, and then I had my head dipped in the sink full of water. I was like, I'm just gonna dip my whole face in the sink and let it like hold my breath. And then I was like, am I like slow burn trying to kill myself? Like,
you don't put your face in a dirty sink.
It's clean. I cleaned it.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
But then I felt like I was having a Royal Tenenbaum's Luke Wilson moment standing in the bathroom.
I know I haven't talked to you honestly in like a week. I'm like, I wonder if Tenney's having a weird depression because I haven't talked to him.
I kind of am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually one of us.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you.
I will tell you though, 2 days ago, so whenever I've had any dreams about my mom, it has been me helping her in my dreams still. Like she can't walk and do things. And 2 days ago was the first dream I ever had. In the dream, I had to go pick her up from an elementary school. And I went to the elementary school and there were all these women talking and laughing. And I realized it was like a teacher party at the elementary school. And I walked in and she walked out and she said, "Oh, you're here early." And she was laughing and carrying all of this stuff. And she was walking by herself and laughing. And I woke up and that was the first time I've had a dream where she's all right.
Okay, this is crazy too because I was going to ask you, and I wanted to ask you on Christmas, but I wanted to wait because I literally wanted to talk about it on here. And I was going to see if like A, you're okay, obviously, and B, I wanted to know if like any weird like Christmassy signs happened. Like did any, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like did you see it, hear anything?
No, I think that dream was like important.
Yeah.
Because it really was like, even in the dream, this sounds really strange, but even in the dream, like when I saw her walking toward me, laughing and like carrying packages, and she had her hair done and she had her makeup on and she looked like so happy. And even in the dream, I thought to myself, like, do I have to help her walk? And that's when I woke up. And I realized like I didn't have to.
Do you think that was like just like an imagining of something that didn't happen? Or do you think, two other things, do you think that was like a weird memory that you have that you can't remember of like her going to conferences or some shit? Like you think that really happened? Or do you think that was like something that she was doing before you were even born? Like what do you think the scene was?
If in the best case scenario, a lot of my mom's friends were older and they were teachers. And she's had a lot of friends who were teachers, like her friend Martha died of breast cancer a decade ago. And I feel like in the dream, she had found all of them and they were doing what they loved.
Yeah, I was having like a little party.
Yeah, Christmas party at the school. And it was all the teachers that she hung out with.
That is cute.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, on Christmas, I had a weird moment where I thought I saw a bean out of the corner of my eye. Like, I was in the kitchen and I kind of glanced into the dining room and I thought I saw a shadow and Toad was there. And then when I looked down, like, I got Toad this Christmas dinosaur toy for Christmas, and it like all of the toys in this fucking room right now are laying on their side. And when I looked over, when I thought I saw Bean, the dinosaur toy was standing straight up, like on the carpet, just standing on all four legs. And I'm like, that's fucking weird. Like I've never seen it do that ever. So I don't know if I saw him or not, but it was a neat moment, and that's what like reminded me to.
Well, I saw Charlie when we were recording last time.
Yeah. I had this thought recently too, kind of about whatever, like holidays and dreams. I don't know, but and both of us have talked about this too, how we're like bent that like I haven't dreamt about Bean that much. I think I've had like 1 or 2 dreams about him, and that's all. And I would have thought I would have dreamed about him like every day. He was my whole life. And you really haven't had that many either. So I had this thought the other day, because I've had Toad dreams already, and he's like fucking here. Like what? I don't know. So I was thinking, I wonder if there's any correlation with dreams and like the only things I ever dream about are like getting kidnapped and murdered all the fucking time, and they're so real. And then like 1 out of 10 dreams I'll have a good one. So what I was thinking is like, do I not see Bean because I don't worry about him anymore? I don't have like active worry about him every fucking day and anxiety about him. So now when I have like Toad dreams, it's because I fucking worry about him all the time because he's my child now. And I haven't seen Bean maybe in my dreams because my daily anxiety of worrying about him and like making sure he's okay is like not there anymore because I know he's okay where he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's why I don't dream so much about my mom.
Yeah.
First of all, I mean, I've discussed this with you before when I was doing a paranormal event. This guy came up to me and told me his mom died. And he was like, I was expecting her to like come visit me. She's taken care of me my whole life. And you would think she'd come back and say something. And this was long before my mom died or Bean died or anything. And I told him in that moment, maybe she doesn't have to come and visit you anymore because she's not taking care of you anymore. And you're not taking care of her anymore. She's okay. She doesn't need to. You don't need to take care of her anymore.
Yeah.
The best thing she can do is now like let you live your life without the struggle and suffer of her, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think about that when I think about you and Bean or me and my mom. Like the last thing in the world my mom would ever want is for her in any way to make me sad. Mm-hmm. And so the best thing she could do is back off.
Yeah.
And then like 2 nights ago, I have this dream where she's like, oh, I was having a good time. Why are you here so early? Get out of here.
Yeah, I know. I guess I wish there was more breakthrough things, but it did make sense to me. Like, I had woken out of a dream too. I'd woken up and I dreamed about Toad, and I'm like, why don't I dream about Bean? And then I just had that thought, like, oh, I don't constantly fucking worry about him anymore. That's probably why he's not in my head when I'm sleeping or whatever. I don't know. It made a lot of sense, but he can pop in anytime he wants. But apparently, we just worry about getting murdered or stolen all the time.
Right.
So yeah, there's that. Oh, I also realized when I was listening to our podcast last week that it was our Christmas episode, and we talked about how that guy that played Jesus on Walking Dead is a fucking garbage person. And I realized that we talked shit about Jesus on our Christmas episode.
I think Jesus is okay with it.
That's funny, though. I was like, really? That's the episode we picked to do that?
I have always been under the assumption that Jesus is okay with jokes, even jokes about him.
I know, I think so too. Wait, I read the other day too, like crystal-y stuff, my jam, talking about and writing about crystals. I read that the earliest version of the Bible was written in malachite pigment. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
But to my point about Jesus having a good sense of humor and what we've already talked about.
Yeah.
Like in the Bible, there's this whole thing where people approach Jesus and they say, you're the Son of God. And he says, that's what you call me. You're the sons and daughters of God. Like that's the actual like Bible line, right?
Yeah.
And if you think about what you and I just talked about, that's Jesus, like imposter syndroming. Like people are like, you're the Son of God. And he's like, not so much. Maybe you guys are.
It's not that serious.
Not that serious. If you knew, maybe you would be saying that. There's another joke in the Bible. I guess, I don't know if you call it a joke, but at the Last Supper, before Jesus is crucified, they're having the Last Supper and they're all sitting around and eating. And when they're done, they go up to Jesus and they go, we have all this leftover food. Should we give it to the poor? And Jesus says, I'm only here until tomorrow. You'll always have poor people. And I've always taken that as like Jesus, like going like, what do you mean give it to the poor? Like, I got 20 more hours before I'm out. Like, don't give it away yet. Keep it for me.
I don't know enough about the Bible to like break it down. Just what you've told me when we're like drunk and we have like 3-hour Bible talks.
Right.
We should do a Bible hangout though. Oh, I figured out we should do a stash. Well, if we're allowed to gather still by then, but we should do another stash event in February and do like, because didn't we do a Valentine's Day one? We should do that again.
I think so.
Yeah, let's do a February event.
What if we did a church one?
Well, let's go. Let's do it. Where?
No, I mean like at Stash, like where we do like.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm an ordained minister, so I can use my reverend title.
Sure. And
we can do a Sunday sermon.
Okay.
At Stash.
Okay.
And I'll talk about crazy things in the Bible and other religions.
This sounds blasphemous, but I'm into it.
When aren't we?
We can day drink. We're gonna day drink.
Isn't that what people are doing at church when they're drinking wine?
Yes, wine and
8 a.m. and they're chugging back cups of wine.
And Lunchables. Whatever those little things are.
The most bland ass crackers in the world.
Yes. Yes. You can't give people communion.
I can give them crackers and vodka.
Okay.
They can have Nabisco and vodka.
Should we dress up? Should you wear your square jeans?
Wear my square jeans, and I can wear a little priest collar.
Okay. Oh yeah, you'll be the cool priest with like a vest on, vest and jeans. Ew.
I can bring acoustic guitar and sing some praise songs.
Youth pastor vibes.
Youth pastor vibes. I can hang on your love forever.
No.
I can sing on your love forever. That's some Christian song that used to be in a Christian CD commercial that ran 30 years ago.
I know the song, but those are like the songs that we hear at the thrift store.
Every thrift store.
I know. They make like contemporary
Christian contemporary rock. Every thrift store.
I swear there's one. I go to this thrift store out in Canton and they play this band that sounds like Limp Bizkit, only they're singing about Jesus, and it's the worst thing I've ever heard. I don't even think it would come up on Shazam if I pulled my phone out, but I like really need to know who this artist is because it's literally tragic. It's so bad.
It's so funny though, because I'll be at the thrift store and I'll forget about those Christian music playing contemporary rock songs. And I will think legitimately that the song is like a love song about a guy and a girl, because like the lyrics are like, and your face is so beautiful and I feel you inside me. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh Lord. And I'm like, oh shit, there's a Christian song. It's about
like that guy's never touched a girl before. What was I thinking?
Not a breakup song. Meanwhile, I'm in there switching a $1.75 tag for a $1.25 tag.
Don't tell people what we do. We haven't done that in a long time, to be fair.
We haven't, but sometimes it's necessary.
Bro, that one thrift store that we went to, everything was like $30. We had no choice. I can't believe you just talked about that.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Those people the right people don't see any money from any of that shit anyways.
Nope.
Anyway, do you want to hear about the movie I watched this week?
Oh, let me hear about the movie you watched this week. Oh, before you say the movie you watched this week.
What?
I woke up this morning and I was tagged in Adam Berry's tweet because they dropped a new trailer for Kindred Spirits. And Adam said that I was in the trailer. I made the trailer. Mm-hmm. And so I watched and I was like, I'm not in this trailer. Like, why did I get tagged? And then I realized my voice is in the trailer. I have the last quote in the trailer before you show their reaction shots. You hear my voice go, we're the ones in control. And Amy goes, no, you're not. And then it shows the reaction shots at the end. And I was like, oh, I did make it in the trailer.
Okay, first of all, I retweeted it, but I guess I didn't even... Oh, now that you're talking about it, okay, the last trailer that Adam posted, he made that. I think it wasn't the official trailer. So that's what I thought it was again. I didn't know it was a new one.
Yeah, it's a new one.
Okay, I have to watch it. That sounds sweet. I can't wait to see that episode.
That's going to be crazy. They show so many clips from the episode that I'm in that it's crazy.
Then I can finally post the pictures of us from there too, because I've been saving them because I don't want to
I know, me too.
Go where we were. I know.
Okay, so what movie did you watch?
Oh yeah. I watched an old Billy Zane movie, of course. But it's not even on DVD. It's like an old weird movie. It's called Blood and Concrete. You can rent it on Amazon. And it's so good. It's so fucking weird. It feels like a Lost John Waters movie. It's super, there was some parts where some stuff would happen or a dialogue line would happen. And I would burst out laughing because it was so weird. It's so fucking weird. So the point of the movie, Billy Zane is a criminal. He goes around stealing cars and pickpocketing people and just fucks off. He doesn't really live anywhere or do anything. He's just a small time criminal. So he gets embroiled in this drug thing. So there's a weird town drug dealer who is peddling this stuff called libido, which is old school ecstasy, I guess. And there's these pink pills that people take and it makes you feel really good and just want to have sex with anybody around you, apparently. So this guy who had it got stolen and the main drug boss of the town is looking for it. So somehow Billy Zane gets wrapped up into it and he has to find who stole it or this one guy's going to kill him. I don't know. But then there's this other weird shit going on where he meets Jennifer Beals is in it and she's in a band. So they keep going to this weird club and then they'll show her singing. And then there's a punk rock band that plays and it's so fucking weird.
Your movie recaps are Unbelievable.
I know.
Unbelievable.
I know. I feel it. I feel it when I'm saying it, and I can't control it. It just, I can't.
I would love to see you write like a movie blog where it's just where it's you explaining movies in the way that you explain, not the way that you write them, the way that you talk them, where it would say like, this movie stars Billy Zane. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's got a punk rock band in it and this drug that's like, it's so weird. And then this thing happens and it's totally weird. It's so weird. 5 stars.
5 stars. Heavy 5 stars. First of all, he looks so gorgeous in it. He looks like Elvis in it. He has really weird, like, he has like, what are those like black and white shoes with like the white on the top, like loafers?
Stacey Adams.
Sure. And he has like this weird blazer on, and the opening of the movie, he gets stabbed in the arm, and this one guy is swearing it. The guy that stabbed him like Billy Zane goes running down the street, and this guy swears at him, and he's like, "Where are you going, you fucking asshole?" And then he keeps swearing for what seems like 4 minutes. And you're like, what the fuck is this weird? Like, there's so many parts of the movie where I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? But it's so enjoyable the whole time, literally the whole time. It's like my new favorite movie. I watched it one night and then I watched it again the next day because I had rented it on Amazon. And now I need to like buy it. And his name in the movie is Joey Turks. He's just like this, hey, Joey Turks, like whatever. So when I meet him finally, I'm gonna be like, what's up, Joey Turks? And he's gonna be like, how the fuck did you know about this weird movie? And we're gonna run away together.
You're gonna like, I wrote a review about it. You should read it. It says it's weird like 10 times.
But he looks so hot. Like really.
So this is before. This is Billy Zane with hair. Billy Zane.
Yes, and if anybody watched this movie, I swear they would fall in love with him. He has like the cow eyes that we always talk about, and he looks so handsome, and he's just like I don't know, you know, like riffraff. You know, when somebody's just like a riffraff in a movie, and you're like, I love that guy. Oh, but no, really, you have to watch it. I feel like you would really like it because it makes no sense, but it's perfect.
How much is it to buy?
To rent, it's like $3.99 on Amazon.
Oh well, I'll rent that then.
You would love it, and it's only like an hour and a half long. It's so ridiculous, but it's so
weird,
enjoyable. Yeah, like it doesn't really barely ever make any sense, but at no point are you bored, and you're like, I love this movie, and you like don't even know why. It's so good. That's my week. Other really good stuff has happened though. I've had a good ass week. Like random small good things keep happening to me. Like it's a good week. It's a good like ending to the year. I feel like good vibes for the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you make New Year's resolutions?
I don't. I never have. I don't like, what's the word? Putting pressure on myself or like thinking about shit. It's just like, just let it ride.
Yeah.
What about you?
No.
I know. Why should I have to do that?
It's undue, unneeded pressure, like you said.
Yeah, aren't we always working on stuff? Like, why do I have to? Even if I said one thing, I'd still be working on 20 other things. What's that one thing like?
Even if I was working on one thing, I'd still be not finishing 20 things.
I know, I have a list. I'm going to pick one. And nobody accomplishes anything in the winter, regardless. Maybe resolutions work for people who live in like California or Florida, but it's like, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm frozen for 3 months. Talk to me in March. I'll set goals.
I forgot to ask you, what did you get for Christmas?
Oh, I got some gift cards. I got a gift card to Sephora. I got a gift card to Amazon. I got some money from my grandma. I got some pajamas. I got some dog toys. That's about it. What'd you get?
I got a Zippo lighter from my sister and some snacks, and that's about it.
And vodka.
And vodka. My sister got me the biggest bottle of vodka that I've ever seen.
Like, how big is it?
It's 2.5 feet tall.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Did you drink any?
Not yet.
Oh my God, we better start drinking.
Aside from the vodka, I got presents from people online. So thank you to everybody that sent me stuff.
Yeah, we have been getting some stuff in the mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got really nice cards from people.
I won't name names, but I'll say everybody who sent me stuff, thank you very much. It was very appreciated.
Yeah, you got that bomb-ass blanket.
I know.
I swear I had that bookmarked in my computer to buy you someday, but it was a lot of money, and somebody sent it to you. You got a UFO blanket.
Don't give away my secrets.
Oh, God. Like people wouldn't have guessed that I'm talking about a blanket that you got and it didn't have something weird on it. Why would they just get you a blanket?
I don't know. Maybe they want me to sleep with it, then send it back to them.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. That'll be our new thing in the new year. Well, no.
No, don't even go there. No.
We won't do it.
No.
I mean, whatever the fuck. I'll sleep in a shirt and send it back to somebody. I ain't got no shame.
You're going to be like that Japanese vending machine that sells underwear.
I'm not going to sell my underwear, but I'll sell a shirt. I know people who do that. Whatever.
No shame, whatever.
No shame. Get that money.
If someone's willing to pay for your stinky ass underwear, then go for it.
Okay, I'm not selling my underwear.
No, but I'm saying like people who do sell it.
Yeah, that's fine. Great. And to them, it's not quote unquote stinky. It's how they want it to smell. So anyway, I don't want to be talking about this anymore at all. So I read a crazy thing the other day because this is how, do you know how you start at a certain point and then you snowball and then you're like in the third or fourth part of your internet searching and you don't even know how you got there?
Yes.
Okay, so this is how it started. I wanted to know what convention Billy Zane would be at next. He's going to be in Atlanta, but I want to see if he's doing Illinois again soon or Indiana. Anyway, so then I was thinking that one that I missed, Richard Dreyfuss was there, right? And then I wanted to see if he was going to be anywhere soon. So I started reading more about Richard Dreyfuss, which you'd think I would know more about by now, considering he's in one of my favorite movies ever made. Anyway, so I didn't know, and you probably know from just seeing Inquirer magazine or whatever the fuck for the last 30 years. Anyway.
2 of your favorite movies. 2
of my favorite movies. I know, probably, yeah. Probably
Jaws
more.
and Close Encounters.
And what about Bob?
And what about Bob? 3.
I know. I found out that he used to be like a alcoholic and do drugs and shit, and that he got popped for it a bunch of times and tanked his career for like 10 years and all this shit. So I read that he had this crazy story that he got in a drunk driving accident. Nobody died, but while he was in the hospital, like in a fucking whatever, like not awake. I don't know if he was in a coma or what, but he said for days in the hospital, he had this vision of a little girl in white. And there's no real details. I don't know if he saw it outside of his head or inside of his head, but regardless, he couldn't get this vision of a girl in white, like a little girl in white out of his head. And he said to him, it felt like one of two things, that it was either somebody he could have killed in the accident that he just caused, but he didn't, so he got out of it, or it was his future daughter. And either way, in either case, this should be his sign to stop fucking doing drugs and drinking and get back on track. So literally after that, he got his shit back together, stopped doing all drugs and alcohol. And then he said like a year to the day after that, his daughter was born. And he said as soon as he saw her, he knew it was the girl in white. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah.
How was that story gotten away from me all this time?
I don't know. I've never heard that before either.
I know. I love that story. I want to like ask him about... No, I don't. That'd be fucked up if I asked him about that at a convention. But yeah, I thought that was really neat. What else?
Did you watch the new Matrix movie?
No, I don't. Full disclosure, I have never watched any of the Matrix movies.
Full disclosure, I have watched the first Matrix movie and then I walked out of the second Matrix movie and then I didn't watch the third and I probably won't watch the fourth.
I've seen a lot of bad reviews of it.
I mean, people enjoy what they enjoy. I know that not everything is made for me. That's fine.
Samesies.
But I'm not hot on it.
No, I'm really excited for that new Scream movie to come out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, me too. But this is the thing that I found out that I didn't realize either. The Wachowskis, who made The Matrix, I didn't realize it's another one of those things. Like, their uncle is like a famous movie guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's one more, these people made a film and it became famous, but they came out of nowhere. And then, like, 20 years later, you realize they're connected to, like, Hollywood families.
Yeah, I knew that.
It's just, that trope of like you're going to make it in Hollywood or TV if you don't have any connections, that's not real. You have to have connections.
Yeah. We have always said that it's not what you know, it's who you know. Always. Yeah. It is. I didn't go to college. You didn't go to college. Fuck it. Anyway, that reminds me, I watched Django again the other day. That movie is so fucking good.
I went to college for a while, but I dropped out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But I dropped out of high school too.
I think I did know that.
Yeah. I dropped out of high school, got my GED, and then started college.
That seems smart. Yeah, I've always thought there should be like some kind of equivalency. Like, take this shit, if you're fine, just move on to college. Why the fuck are we still here?
That's what a GED is.
Yeah, none of that matters.
I do have dreams, though, about going back and getting my actual diploma from high school.
Well, I don't think that's important, but I have thoughts of getting like a college degree in some random thing. Like
the problem is now, though, there are so many fucking sketchy like online universities. And when I see people who have degrees, I'm like, but where did you get your degree from? Like, I don't even know anymore because people are like getting their degrees from like New South Haven, Carolina College of Design. And I'm like, what the fuck is that even?
I mean, that's more than I have, but I know what you mean. But I do have that, like, you know how we are. We're like, we never stop. It's like, I like expanding my scope of the things that I do. And I wouldn't mind having a degree in something random, like animal stuff or like crime stuff or psychology or.
She has her master's degree in animal stuff.
You know what I do right now?
She's got her bachelor's degree in crime murder stuff.
Shut up. Don't make fun of my degree, Tony.
My PhD is in animal and crime murder stuff.
Bro, that's literally it.
With a minor in kind of psychology or something.
And like movie reviewing and writing. No, this is the thing. When we start a church cult little community, we'll just make it a college too.
You can. That's what I mean about these fucking colleges. When you have a church, you can have a college because since it's a religious school, you don't have to go through the accreditation process. Like that's people who graduate, like you'll see like congressmen and stuff, and they're graduating from like the Reverend Roger Brown University. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's a non-accredited degree. All these people have like all these like congressmen and senators who are like conservative religious people. They're like, I have a master's degree in theology. And it's like, yeah, but you have it from a college that's not real.
Yeah, that's going to be ours. We're going to give degrees in animal stuff and ghost theology and...
It's called phantology.
Thank you. Phantology and...
Animalology.
Animalology and internet sleuthing and...
You get a minor in internet sleuthing if you're going for your crime and murder stuff degree.
Yes. We have so many big plans. This is like huge. This is just huge breaking news.
Did you know if you listen to every episode of my podcast, Realm of the Weird, and you send me an email that says, I did it in the subject line, I will send you a degree in weirdology.
I know, and I've listened to every episode and I don't have one.
You haven't sent me an email.
Like you would answer it.
I send people little PDFs of a degree that with their name on it that they're certified in weirdology.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to get one. Second of all, when we start our church, you can wear your youth pastor outfit with your vest and your jeans.
Do you know who has degrees in weirdology?
Who?
Allie and Melissa from Web Crawlers.
Oh, shit. I love them. Melissa followed me on Twitter.
Oh, big time.
Ooh, we're friends now.
What a low bar for friendship we live in this day and age.
I like it. I don't care. I really, honestly, and this is a true thing, I really appreciate when people follow me because I know that I tweet about fight shit. So they're on a break right now. Fights are on a break right now. So my tweets are a little more tolerable. But when fights are going, all day Saturday, I just tweet like a chalk idiot. And I really appreciate that our ghosty people and our spooky people and our witchy people just like put up with me on fight days and like still don't unfollow me. That's like really nice.
It is really nice.
It's really supportive. I really appreciate it. And they're like happy for me. They're like, I don't know why she's excited, but good for her. That's nice.
It is nice.
Like people get excited for you about your fucking shows and your toys and your whatever and I'm sure a lot of them do get what you're talking about, but the younger ones don't have any fucking idea what you're talking about and they're excited for you. Like
when I'm talking about Love Boat and Matlock and Columbo and stuff.
Yeah, and that toy you posted the other day, the
Leonard Nimoy in Search of doll?
Yeah.
Yeah. People should be excited about that. God damn it.
Yeah, that looks so good. What's the next one you're going to make?
The next doll that I'm making, because I've always wanted one, is Dracula's daughter.
Ooh.
Now, here's the thing about Dracula's daughter and why I've always wanted one.
What?
Have you ever seen Dracula's daughter?
I don't know.
Dracula's daughter is the direct sequel to Bela Lugosi's Dracula. It begins exactly at the end of the movie Dracula. And it's about Dracula's fucking daughter. And nobody watches that movie, and it's fucking great.
Who is it?
Gloria Holden is Dracula's daughter's name. It's just this actress. She really was only known for doing Dracula's daughter, but she's not like a super huge famous actress. But the movie is so strange and weird, and it is for sure she is the first like goth chick in movies.
You should make her the background on our artwork this week.
Maybe I will.
Yeah, I want to see her. I really like that. What is that movie? Is it Dracula? What the fuck is it called? What is the Dracula 1972? What is it called? You know what I'm talking about?
Dracula 72 AD.
Yeah, that movie's so good.
Yeah, why do you like that one so much?
I don't know. I just do. I like psychedelic Dracula movies.
And the main character's name, it's one of those stupid, the main character's name is Johnny Alucard, which is Dracula.
Yes, Dracula
yes. Backwards.
Yes. He looks like he should be in Psychomania.
That movie is a very peak 70s.
Yes.
Have you ever seen Scream and Scream Again?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness gracious. We need to sit down and watch that one. Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, chopping off people's body parts to build a new people. They're stealing people from the discotheque. It's crazy. It is crazy.
That sounds directly up my alley.
You would love it. I think you would love Dracula's Daughter, too. I think most people would who haven't seen it. Dracula's Daughter, Dracula 80, 72, and Scream Again. Those are our movies for this week.
Those
for the
are
new year.
Suggestions. Yes.
For the new year.
Yes. If we're going into another lockdown, we'll just keep giving you movie suggestions.
Some of them will be terrible 70s horror films.
Some of them will be terrible 90s Billy Zane movies. I also watched Titanic again, and I watched Pretty Woman the other day.
Christ.
Bro, I could recite every word of Titanic. Anyway, do you know about this? Lauren Coleman, our friend who runs the, what is it called? International Cryptozoology Museum in Maine.
Yeah.
He posted this thing last night that I've never heard about. It's a conspiracy theory about pugs and famous pug owners.
Is this the secret society of pugs in England?
Well, no, I'm going to get to that, but how it's
there were a whole bunch of royals that had pugs for a while.
I know. Okay, well, fine. I'll save what I was just about to say till the end then. But yeah, so there was this thing called the Order of the Pugs. It was founded in 1738. It was kind of like they were told by, I forget what it was. They're told by the Pope or some shit that they couldn't be Freemasons. So they made this side thing called the Order of the Pugs, but it was called Order of the Mops because mops is pugs in German. And the difference was that women were allowed to join if they were Catholic. And they had a weird initiation where they had to wear a collar and scratch on a door like a dog.
Didn't they have to kiss pug buttholes too? Or
yes,
something?
One of them had to kiss pug buttholes. I forget. No, they said it was like a blind guy. Like if you were blind, you had to kiss the pug butthole, which is fucked up, actually. And then members carried a silver pug medallion. And then there was more stuff about like 1700s and 1800s aristocracy having pugs and it being like a weird status symbol. So then towards the end, it gets to this point where there's a conspiracy theory that, okay, so Robin Williams, Chris Cornell, and Chester Bennington of Linkin Park all hung themselves and they all had pugs. Isn't that fucking weird? I'm sorry, but I've never heard that before and that's fucking weird. And Shannon Hoon from Blind Melon died of an overdose and he had a pug too. So there's this like weird conspiracy theory about famous people and pugs and fucking dying.
I think rich people just like pugs.
I know, I think so too. But I like when I hear new weird
conspiracy theories are fun as long as you don't believe them with your heart.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I know you don't, but I'm saying some people do.
I know they do, but I never heard that one before. I like when new stuff passes. Lauren posts interesting shit sometimes, for real.
Yes, sometimes it's interesting, but it's never to be taken into your heart and kept as a deep-seated belief.
No, I'm not going to like see a star that has a pug now and be like, oh my God, they're dead. So dead. I don't think it's real. But that's fucked up though, really. Because those like 3 deaths I feel like hit people pretty hard. And I'm like, and there's like a split screen of them holding their pugs. I'm like, ooh, that's kind of chilling.
I was supposed to go and see Chris Cornell's last show in Detroit, and I was a big Soundgarden fan. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I do. Yeah, in our Patreon video, you were drumming on the airplane to Soundgarden, remember?
So I was working at Off the Record when Soundgarden did their very first in-store record promotion in Detroit, and it was at Off the Record. And so I worked that record promotion, and that's where I met Soundgarden. And then the next time they came, we all got free tickets. And then the third time they came, I was in a band. And so Soundgarden were getting off of their bus to sign autographs. And it was swamped. There was just a ton of people there. And I had a handful of stickers for my band Smokehouse. And I kind of reached through I looked at Chris and he saw me and I saw him and we recognized each other from Off the Record, from being at the record store. And I handed him a handful of Smokehouse stickers. And I was like, Chris, here's stickers for my band Smokehouse. And all these people were screaming like Chris, Kim, like Matt, Soundgarden. And he held up our stickers to the crowd and he was like, you're screaming for Soundgarden, but we listen to Smokehouse. And he was waving our stickers around. And then I started laughing and he kind of like nodded to me and got on the bus. That's like one of my memories of him.
That's so fucking cute. You never told me that story before.
Yeah, I think about that story a lot. How awesome it was to have like him waving our band sticker around in front of all these people.
Dang. I know this shit. It's wild how this stuff happens around here. Like in like downtown Real Oak, if you're just hanging out on the corner, like you can just meet like the biggest artists ever.
Yeah. And especially like I've told before on this podcast, like working at the record store, like Danzig and Sonic Youth and Sugar Cubes, Bjork, Soundgarden, the Smithereens, XTC. Like I just met so many bands and people from just hanging out.
Yeah. And I didn't know you were in a band called Smokehouse.
You didn't know I was in a band called Smokehouse?
No, I did not.
We got the name because we would practice in our friend Mark's basement, and all four of us smoked. And we didn't at the time we had a placeholder name. So the name of our band at that time was New Gods, because that's a comic book reference for anybody who reads comic books. But Mark's mom came downstairs once and she was like, "It's like a fucking smokehouse down here." And so we were like, oh, that's what we're called, Smokehouse.
Perfect.
And that was the band that Kid Rock broke up.
This is so fucked up that you just said that, because I was going to tell you, because I didn't tell you yet, but there was a chance that I was going to go to the UFC Christmas party that they have at the Apex or wherever the fuck. They have it in Vegas every year, and Dana White puts it on and has like a big musical guest play for like UFC staff every year. But they never know who it's going to be until right up into it. And I had asked you too if you could babysit the dog so I could go to it. And then I found out that the fucking person who played their Christmas party was Kid Rock.
Ugh. Well, I'm glad you didn't go.
I know. I guess like, like if I was the employees, I'd be like, are you fucking joking? And I was saying too, I'm like, that's not even like ironically funny. Like I've seen Vanilla Ice before, and that was fucking funny because it's just ironic. And you post on Instagram and be like, why the fuck am I here? Like I couldn't even ironically post, oh, I'm seeing Kid Rock. Why the fuck am I here? Like that's not even ironically funny. It's just terrible.
It's just terrible.
But I was thinking if I happened to be there, I'd be like, just corner him and be like, give Tenney his money back. That really would have been my opportunity, but it didn't happen.
All these years later, I wonder if he even still remembers who I am.
I'm sure he does.
Whatever. I'm over it.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. But anyway, that's how Smokehouse got its name. We all smoked a lot of cigarettes.
You still smoke a lot of cigarettes?
Not as much as I used to, surprisingly. I mean, when I was in a band, we were smoking, each of us was probably smoking 2 to 3 packs a day.
Blech.
Yeah, crazy. That's too much. One is too much.
Wait, we didn't say any New Year's Eve year-end stuff. Are we going to hang out on... Should we hang out on New Year's Eve?
I don't know. Do you want to hang out on New Year's Eve?
Kinda.
Just kind of roll with it, I guess.
I don't know what we're doing.
We can watch Scream and Scream Again or Dracula's Daughter.
We could do like a Patreon Zoom thing, but I could just be here and you could be there and I could just be in it with everybody.
Yeah, on New Year's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Okay, maybe we'll do that.
Okay. Can we do a thing where we put a movie on the screen?
I don't think so.
All right, we'll just talk. We'll just hang out and drink.
I can put a TV on the background behind me.
Nah. Oh yeah, thanks for all of our pates. We've gotten some new pates lately. It's really exciting. And everybody, and most people when they join, they say really nice stuff in the DMs, like about why they joined and how they support us and how we made them happy and laugh in like a time that sucks. And that's really nice.
It is really nice.
I know. You're being so nice.
People are so nice. Except the people who aren't nice. But those people aren't our pates.
They're not our pates. They're not in the club. I think that's all I have.
That's all you got?
Last episode of the year. What do we say?
It's the last episode of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Last episode of the year. We've come so far since our very first episode of What's Up, Weirdo. This is what, 42 episodes?
I don't remember. 40-something. 44, 43, 40-something.
42 or 43, something like that. We've come so far, but I'll have a bigger thanks to everybody when we've done a year.
That's a good plan.
When we get to 52. Our New Year starts in March.
Yeah.
That's when we'll hit a whole year of podcasting. But thank you to everybody that's a pate, who listens, who jumps on for a second, who gives me a reason to talk to Jessica. Otherwise, I wouldn't have one.
You were so close. So close to being nice. Just a kick of dirt in my face. And thanks to Old Town Roasting and Regional Sock Dogs. Old Town Roasting.
Do. They have a What's Up Weirdo blend, people. You should be buying it.
I don't know if it's for sale yet.
Oh, it's not?
I don't know. I'll look.
Well, they should be buying anything from Old Town Roasting.
Yeah, just anything.
Buy something from Old Town Roasting. Do.
Oh, I have to post a contest from them. I forgot. I have a lot of stuff to do.
Should I use my guitar and make an Old Town Roasting song?
You can.
I think I'll do that.
Total drinking water is so loud right now.
Oh, he's starting to wake up. It's time to end the podcast.
Look. She's
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Jess.
Happy New Year, stupid ass. Say bye, Toady. Say bye, Toady.
Toad, say Happy New Year.
He doesn't want to say it.
All right. Bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.